Hey guys, welcome to week 5 of the All-Star Fantasy Football League, the recap. We had a fun weekend of football. Some of it was more fun than others. Some games were a little bit better to watch. There were some disgusting games to watch. Tennessee and Buffalo was a horrible game. Dallas just totally laid an egg and didn't do anything against Green Bay. They threw a lot of pass yards, but that's it. And we had to pass the ball because we were down early. So who's to blame? Who's to blame for our losses that we had? Those of us that lost this week, who is to blame? We're going to get right into that. First matchup we're going to talk about is the Hooligans and the Texas Kickstanders. Now, I started out this year on top of the league, and I haven't been at the bottom yet, and then I went down to third or fourth, and the Hooligans were up there after week 3. And I said, hey, you can just enjoy that, enjoy the top of the division for a couple weeks. I got back up on top of the division, and then the Hooligans came and beat me. We're going to get into that. Hooligans and the Texas Kickstanders. Patrick Mahomes in there for Chris, only 19 points. Man, the Colts came to town and beat them. It was crazy. He had Peyton Barber in there for 10 points, 39 from Amari Cooper, 226 yards receiving, and a touchdown for Amari Cooper on only 11 receptions. Pretty good. 39 points for him. 32 from Adam Thielen. I guess the greasy wheel gets the ball, right? 22 points from the Patriots defense. Grand total, 148 points. Now, for the Kickstanders, I had a Lamar Jackson in there for only 11. James Conner only got 11. 16 for Zeke. 28 for Tyler Boyd. 26 for Cooper Kupp. And I was thinking, could I have done better? I could have put Dak in there. He got 26 points, even though he threw 3 interceptions. He still got 26 fantasy points. Michael Thomas had 41 points, so we're looking at 15 plus another 15 or 13. So we're looking at 28 more points for me. It would have tied us. It would have tied. If I would have made those corrections, it would have tied, but I would have got the tiebreaker, because I would have put in Dak, and he would have outdone Patrick Mahomes. But it wasn't the case. It wasn't the case. And I blame Jason Garrett for doing that. I'm a little bit irritated at Jason Garrett right now. As I say this every single year, guys. Every single year. Anyway, 148 Hooligans, 120 Texas Kickstanders. Now, next matchup we're going to talk about is the Corn-Fed Patties and the Reapers. Brandon had Jameis Winston in there for 19 points, coming off a huge week. He actually had a pretty good week, too, again this week, but he only had 2 passing touchdowns. 48 points for Aaron Jones. 4 running touchdowns against the Cowboys. Crazy. 48 points. And 20 points from Kittle. They're on Monday Night Football. You needed a little bit more from the Browns last night to get the come from behind win. It didn't quite happen. But it's all right. It's what happens. 128 points for the Fatties. For the Reapers, 25 points for Kyler Murray. He had 21 from Austin Eckler, who shared carries this week with Melvin Gordon. It could have been more. Also, we got 36 from DJ Chark. Gardner Minshew threw Chark, the good old ball there. And Allen Robinson also got 28 points. 143 points for the Reapers to 128 Corn-Fed Fatties. Congrats, Mike. Brandon, I will see you tomorrow. Anyway, moving on to the next matchup was the Death by Taxes and Golf Not So Genius. Now, again, we have a win here when somebody did not score in the triple digits. For Death by Taxes, he had 37 points from Matt Ryan. Yep, for Matt Ryan. He did get a lot of fantasy points, but Atlanta's defense sucks. So Matt Ryan's going to throw up a lot of points. It's off for him. It really is. Some weeks are low, some weeks are high for him. Anyway, Todd Gurley, 18 points. David Johnson, 18 points as well. 16 from your kicker, Justin Tucker, but you got -2 from your Bears. Carson Wentz for Jonathan got 13 points. 23 from Dalvin Cook. And let's see here, 14 from the Titans defense, who ended up losing. 83 points for Golf Not So Genius. 98 points for Death by Taxes. There are no trophies to give out here. Absolutely none. So congrats to the Death by Taxes. Jonathan, hey, you're still in the running. You're only one game back, man. One game back in your division. All right. Next matchup, we have a couple of trophies to give out here. Yeah, this is good here. We had, for Jimmy Garoppolo, we played Monday Night Football for the Antlers last night. Played fairly well. He also had Seals Jones, who didn't even score a single point in last night's game. Also, Marquise Goodwin, who got 8 points for him in last night's game. He was down. He was down for a little bit. I mean, there was a good chance that he was going to get the come from behind win here. 88 points for the Antlers. Philip Lindsay was their help. He got 24 points, and you got 25 from Julian Edelman. Over here for Buckeye Nation, Aaron Rodgers, 9 points. He only got 9 against the Cowboys because they decided to run the ball and expose the Dallas defense pretty well. 15 points from Tyler Lockett, 18 points from the Vikings defense. Everybody else, man, in your team, single digits. 80 points for Buckeye Nation. What could you have done? No, you could have put in Andy Dalton. Everybody knows to start Andy Dalton over Aaron Rodgers, right? And also the Eagles defense. 52 points wasted on your bench. That's the most. We had the Patriots get 51 points earlier this year. Now we have 52, but it wasn't used because it was on the bench for Buckeye Nation. Anyway, he's still on top of the division over there. Anyway, 88-80. Antlers gets the come from behind win. Antlers gets the close victory. And Buckeye Nation gets low points scored of the week. So 3 trophies right there in this matchup. Congratulations to the Antlers. All right. Now, final matchup we're going to talk about is Big Blue World Champs and Giving the Business. Now, there was a chance for Jeremy to get the come from behind win. Having Nick Chubb in there for the Monday night game and Odell Beckham Jr. for the Monday night game. I thought there was a pretty good chance, considering what Chubb did last week, and OBJ is actually doing really well with Baker Mayfield. I've not seen yet the 49ers defense play. It was amazing. They were all over Baker Mayfield. They couldn't do anything. The Browns, they couldn't do anything in the game. It was crazy to watch. And I thought that Cleveland was actually going to knock the blocks off San Francisco. But, oh, my goodness. San Francisco's for real, guys. I mean, of course, they haven't really played too many good teams yet. They get a chance this next week with the Rams. Crazy to watch. Anyway, Big Blue World Champs. So Russell Wilson, 37 points, 18 from Chris Carson, 18 from Devontae Freeman, 31 from Chris Godwin, 14 from the Bills defense. 154 points. 154 points. Nobody else in the league scored more than you besides the person you were playing. Giving the business over here, Rodney, Deshaun Watson, 47 points. 49 from Christian McCaffrey, 15 from DeAndre Hopkins. You got 21 from Sony Michel. It could have been a lot more points. He could have had a lot more points because Will Fuller was on the bench with 51 points for Rodney. He could have had over 200. He could have had over 200 points. You add about 40 more points there. Yeah, you could have had 100 or 221 points if you'd have put Fuller in instead of Larry Fitz. 181 points for giving the business to 154 for Big Blue World Champs. Rodney, this is the most points scored of the week. Congratulations. And also, you get the largest margin of victory points for this week. Hold on, was that right? 27, 20. I take that back. Rodney, you did not get the largest margin of victory. That would have to go to the Hooligans. 28 points. You only won by 27. All right, guys. There is your week 5 recap. Over here in the standings in the NFC, we have the Reapers at 3-2. I take that back, Brian. Buckeye Nation's 2-3, along with Golf Not So Genius and the Antlers. And the Corn-Fed Fatties, 0-5, but still in it. Still in it. You can turn things around. You've scored the second most points in your division. It just needs to all come together for you. Over here in the AFC, 4-1 on top, giving the business. Next is the Hooligans at 4-1, followed by the Texas Cake Standards and Big Blue at 3-2, and Death by Texas at 2-3. Rodney, you've scored the most points in in the league so far this year with 764 points, but you only have 2 division wins. I have 3 division wins, but I need to get some actual wins. Guys, I hope I can do the preview for Week 6 tomorrow before I head out. If not, I will have to do a small video on the phone for the Week 6 preview, guys. Take care, and we'll see you soon.